Hi, my name is Mim Fawcett. I'm Executive Director and Chief Curator here at the Attleboro Arts Museum. I'm pleased to be standing in our latest exhibition, which is Then and Now 2017. Then and Now has an interesting story behind it. Last year at this time, I opted to feature our permanent collection, which we do every year, but in a very special way. I invited artists to work on one piece, or in some cases two, from our permanent collection, and to create their interpretation of the piece. So we would, in the gallery, display the piece that was potentially created in the late 1800s next to the work of a contemporary artist. The reception was overwhelming. Folks really thought that it nailed the gallery experience for them. And with such popular results, I decided that I would like to bring Then and Now back for this year, and that brings us to 2017. I've invited 24 artists of different backgrounds and different levels in their career to participate in this year's show. We have all mediums, from wire sculpture to textile to photography, oil, acrylic, and each artist has zoned in on anywhere from 1 to 4 holdings from the permanent collection and created their response. This was difficult for some artists because very often in the creative process, you don't always get what you think you're going to get when you begin. So there's a lot of trial and error, and sometimes there are struggles along the way. But my hidden agenda was to make the artists stretch a little bit. I knew that all of these artists would be able to push themselves to the point where they would create a pleasing response for a permanent collection holding. And that's what happens. There were some bumps, and the artists are very honest about it. There were some bumps along the way because oftentimes they're not working in response to a particular piece. But with this approach, they stuck with it. They were committed to their honoring of a permanent collection work or works, and they did create work that is really remarkably reflective and personal, and this whole process allows the creative mind of the artist to be on display. And I really do believe that that's the magic behind Then and Now 2017, being able to see what was gifted to the museum several years ago, and then to see how an artist picks up on certain elements from that work and then creates their own interpretation from it. This show is on display, on view until March 4th. It is up for a special nighttime viewing during Attleboro's Winter Night Festival. That's being held on Saturday, February 25th from 5 to 9. The admission to the Winter Night Festival, as well as the museum, as always, is free. And we encourage people to come in not only during those nighttime hours, but during the museum's regular hours, which are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, the show will run until March 4th. You can find out more about it on our website, www.attleboroartsmuseum.org. You can call the museum as well at 508-222-2644. And but with all of those bits that you can do remotely from the museum, I think that the most impactful opportunity experiencing Then and Now would be to come to the gallery at 86 Park Street downtown, and to view the work that was created years ago, and see how artists have reflected on that work and what they've created to interpret it.